most of you have turned your microphones off, which is great. Make sure that they're off. This time you'll all have a chance to speak with us, and there's no time limit, really. We'll give you 30 seconds more or less, but we really are excited to hear from you today because you've only been hearing from us. The recording has started. I think this is more or less everyone that can make it today. There were about 5 people who couldn't come because of time zone differences and last minute work priorities. So we'll be sending them a recording. And yeah, just a bit of admin. I won't be able to stay for the whole session because it's late here and I have some other things that I need to finalize before the end of the evening. But I will start now with a debrief and a recap of Impact 17. And Rachel's here, welcome. This was incredible. Everyone, thank you so much for your work and for participating. It was so valuable to us to have you all there and for you all to see partnerships in action and to see ConnectAid in action, because I'm sure before Impact you had an idea of what ConnectAid was, but it's different when you read about it to when you actually experience it. So we were so happy to have you all on board. And we really, we were expecting to have lots of really good feedback and to make good connections during Impact, but I don't think we anticipated the feedback and all of the partnership requests that we got. We have been flooded since we did Impact, and we're still reviewing all of our emails. Gail is so flooded. I haven't even looked at certain emails, but it's so exciting. It's overwhelming, but it's really exciting. And it just shows that the idea and the vision and the purpose of ConnectAid holds value for so many people. I want to maybe invite Anna, if she's free to discuss certain partnerships, or Gail, if you would like to, the partnerships that we received, the offers that we are pursuing immediately because we're very excited about. We received a lot, but there's some that we're really bringing on board straight away, so we might discuss those briefly with you.
I'm going to tell you how it will go today. So today we're going to talk for the first half an hour, and so we'll do like a debrief with all the partners, and Anastasia will talk about the social media, Stephanie will talk about what's next, Nadine will talk about social media, and then each of you will have a chance to introduce yourself. And then the last part of the group meeting will be a sort of debate where each of you can join and give ideas, and we'll tell you more about that later. But first of all, thank you so much for joining our team, but also for everything that you did last week. Our social media were on fire. It was amazing. We would join we would go on LinkedIn and we would see like 120 notifications, and so we just we were so busy last week. I want to thank Stephanie, because I don't know if you guys realize, but she worked every day from the morning, her time in Australia, until 4 a.m. in the morning. And so really, like, I think everyone really gave so much, and even if you didn't manage to spend so much time on the conference because you had other tasks to do or work on the side, or just knowing that we were such a big group and that we are starting to really become a community of change makers, that's really something that's really an achievement by itself. And what I would like to tell you all is that I hope that after this first week with this major conference, and that you are starting to really gain ownership of our projects. ConnectAid is also your platform. We are all in this, and it's really, I really hope that you start saying, oh, on my platform, on ConnectAid, where, that it has to become yours. And so it may take a little bit of time especially for those who can't attend all the Zoom meetings, or we will be trying, as Stephanie just sent an email to some of the community advocates who couldn't join. because you have to know that we have people from all over the world. In Samoa right now, for example, it's something like 4 o'clock in the morning. In the US, it's early in the morning. So it's hard to get all of you at the same time because you're from every continent. And this is also what's so nice, is this international community that we have here. We see Anthony's screen. Do you guys also see Anthony's screen, or you see mine?
Okay. I see yours.
Okay. And so again, thank you for all the feedback. The documents that we received from you were amazing. We weren't expecting this, you know, some really high quality. We will send you right after this an email with a sort of recap of what we will have talked about today, and some quotes from you that we would like for you to send. Some of you already did, or we digged some quotes from you in your documents, but if you haven't, we'll ask you, or maybe we did already, to send us your quotes, so that what we're going to work on is this, you know, we have your photos, we're going to do a nice design and maybe do a quote just like what some of you did with some of the participants. So, you know, so you can have you being, you know, talking and about Connect-Aid, and so that's what we want to design this week. So now I give the floor to Anna, who is the now the official executive assistant and communication coordinator.
Okay, so hello everyone. It's really lovely to see you all again. So as Stephanie said, we've received so much interest from nonprofits and NGOs wishing to join us as partners. So the kind of partnership requests that we've already been processing, I'll just list them off. So we have Avocats Sans Frontières, Lake Aid, Association d'Entraide Médicale Guinée, PADEM, Street Kids International. And kind of directly from the conference, we've received some applications and partnership requests. So some of you may have seen Elise Buckle. She was one of the speakers at the conference, and her nonprofit Climate and Sustainability wants to join us, which is fantastic. And I Give Trees, Gail and I will be having a meeting about with Alana from I Give Trees later today. And also the African Association for Vertical Farming. We'll be having a meeting later this week about that. So really exciting.
Anastasia?
Yes, hello everyone. So happy to see you everyone. I will speak a little bit more about our communication and our social media. So as you know, maybe you're already in WhatsApp group. So it's very good. If you're not in our WhatsApp community advocate group, please send me a message. My name is Anastasia Filipowska, so you can find me. And yeah, I will add you there. So there it's for urgent thing. We share our thoughts. It's very quick and rapid. And a bit more about social media platform. So as if you were at the conference and you heard our ambassador, Adam Roger, who is UN advisor and SDG influencer, he told that communication platform is the tool to promote us, and it's tool to be heard also. So Connect-Aid is present at such social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. As you may notice, and Gail also told, we're very active on LinkedIn. And me also, I have like 70 notifications during the conference. So you can see this creates very nice network for us as organization and for you also, because you have this visibility. So I strongly recommend you to follow this four social media and to be active. If you want, you can invite also your friends, so they will also follow and like these social media platforms. And also we will have a group in LinkedIn and Facebook. These links will be sent to you in the email after this meeting. And if you have any question or suggestion or some brilliant ideas, you are always free to share with us. And just before publishing, we have to review some posts, but in our WhatsApp group, in our internal group, you're really free as a bird to share your thoughts. So I really encourage you. If you heard some news, if you have some insights, really, guys, it's a great network. Huh? So that's it for me. And if you have any question.
So if, thank you so much, Anastasia. So Anastasia created this WhatsApp group. If you're not in, it means it's because we didn't have your email or your phone number or you don't have WhatsApp. So in the email we will send you right after this, we'll send you Anastasia's phone number, and please write to her so that she can add you to the WhatsApp group. Now Facebook, where some of you are already in, but not all of you. This is like, think of it, so this Facebook group that we created, it's just for us. We don't invite anyone else, it's just for us. Think of it as like our coffee break, you know, socializing, we can post photos of ourselves, laugh, we'll do whatever. This is not the professional spot. This social, the Facebook group will be for fun. And then on LinkedIn, we'll do two things. We'll do one email that's with everyone, so that we did this in the past with other people that were, you know, like some of the strategy committee members or some of the senior community advocates. So that's pretty useful, because then it's just like an email, everybody gets it, and you know, it's we can say, oh, we just posted something very important, please comment, please like, so that we all promote each other. And so there will be this this email on LinkedIn, and also we created a group on LinkedIn. It sounds a little complicated the way, but this group on LinkedIn, so a group is when you create a group, anybody can come in, so that's open to others, but you won't see all the posts in there. So this LinkedIn group that we created is for all of us to share our posts there. So when you do a post, you share it as well. You do share, you click share, and it goes, you choose the group and it goes there as well, so that we can keep track of all the posts that we are all posting. Yeah. Also, one feedback from the conference, that so it was really, I mean, some of the designs that you guys did, we never asked you to do a design, and oh my God, you know, Manon, Isa, Katerina, there's so many of you did wonderful, wonderful designs. Now for next time, what we should have done, and what, you know, is to put something in to do like a management system, so that some of your posts, you know, go through Anna for editing, because some of you don't have, I mean, don't speak English as their mother language, and Anna is an editor. So I think don't hesitate to send her. She's so quick, you know, she will, like, you want to do a post for yourself in English and you need Anna to correct it, she'll do it right away. So don't hesitate from now on to ask Anna if it's okay, especially if English is not your mother language. Don't hesitate also to communicate in other languages on social media. Here, the five communication coordinators on top there, we're all bilingual and we all speak many languages, so some of them we may understand, but yeah, don't hesitate to communicate in any other language.
Yeah. No? And I just want to pop in and say that this might be overwhelming. We're throwing a lot of information at you, but you know, we did not anticipate to have such a diverse and international team, so we're also learning day by day how is best to communicate with you. So please tell us. We're opening all of these different communication channels, so you can, if you have an urgent inquiry, WhatsApp, if you want to introduce yourself, Facebook and LinkedIn. And because we're also international, we can respond, you know, when all of you in the US and the EU are asleep, I'll be here and I'll be able to respond. Exactly. And we'll be monitoring everything. Yeah, it's great. Like, we really want to connect with you guys as well, and don't forget that. Please feel free to reach out. and, you know, use these groups that we're creating for you, because we also have some really, really awesome connections in there. Rachel is in the Facebook group and will be in the LinkedIn group, and Rachel is, I mean, if you attended some of the sessions that we hosted that Rachel was also a part of, and she's an expert in her field, and we're so lucky to have you on board, Rachel. So please use all these connections that we're connecting you to. And we're really excited. So yeah, and now I'll pass over to, I think, Anna, are you speaking?
I think you need to inform everyone about the paragraph they need to write.
Yeah, so, I mean, Gail, please also jump in as well for this. This is the email paragraph. Yeah. Okay, so
for Christmas,
we are in a really interesting time in ConnectAid. It has grown incredibly over the past year that I've been here, and in the past 2 years that Gail has devoted every day to ConnectAid, it has just grown so much. And we're now at a point where we are going to really work towards getting funding to continue growing ConnectAid, because we've achieved what we have now with very little money, and it's grown organically through people who just believe in the idea, but we now need to get more funds. And we believe that we can,
for our partners, we need a proof of concept. 100% of all the funds go to our partners, but for them to stay, we need to find funds, and right now with COVID, it's not easy.
Yeah, and we believe that, you know, we have our existing contacts within ConnectAid, but we need to keep growing that, because we have what we have, but we need more if we're going to get funding for all of these incredible partners that we're welcoming on. And we really believe in organic growth and in word of mouth connections. So we will be sending out an email to all of our partners, but we also would like for you to do the same. And through this, each of us individually will be putting together a paragraph that will be in this email. And it sounds simple, but this is our one chance to tell people what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why it's so important that they donate. And we need to try and capture this as briefly and as succinctly as we can. And, you know, we need to really think about it. So we're also inviting you to write your own paragraphs that we might also incorporate into what we send to our partners. This is an opportunity for you to help us grow, because we have been doing this for a while. So we write in a certain way, but maybe you write in a way that appeals to different audiences. And, you know, the whole idea of ConnectAid is not just appealing to the traditional donor in New York City. We want to appeal to everyone. And we think that you guys can really help us with that. So we're going to be asking you to develop your own paragraph, similar to the way that you did with the reflections on Impact 17. It will be a draft, and we will provide corrections if necessary. And then we will hopefully be using some of your paragraphs for our internal networks. Gail, do you have anything to add?
So last week during the conference, I introduced myself over and over again. So I guess you must be sick of hearing about my life and my background. But I was a journalist in the past, and you know, when you're a journalist, there's this thing called the fear of that's how we call it in French, the fear of the blank page. It's like you have to write your article, everything is done, you have all your idea, and then you're in front of your page, your document, and you're like, oh. This is a bit how I feel now. After having worked 3 years so intensely, we launched in September, and we have a database of, I would say, about 20,000 emails. We can use them once because those are personal emails, or emails from our board of directors. Everyone is so kind that everyone, you know, decided to just give us all their mailing lists. So we will be writing different emails, and so that's going to be next Tuesday, just before Christmas. We'll be writing different sort of emails, you know, signed sometimes by me and our board of director, Jean-Pierre Cubizol, or with Jean Ayoub from ISS. So, and basically we have one shot. It has to be brief, it has to be sharp, it has to be, so the point, what we want to tell them is, we exist, join, share, donate. Now, how to say that in a brief, nice, fun, message that, that stuff. So that's why we also need your help. The paragraph that you will write, you'll then be encouraged to send it to your own contact. But we want to pick your brain. That's the truth. we want to know how you would introduce what you would say to your friends, to your families, and to your contacts. So you can write 3 different paragraphs. One that is very professional, one that is very family oriented, and one that is very friend or something like this. You can do that if you want, because we'll be sending out different groups of email. I'm going to write to all the people I've ever met in my life. And it's not easy because, so as I said, we have one shot, so please send us ideas, and I'll gladly steal some sentences from you because I have no idea how to do that.
And just so when you submit your paragraphs, you're welcome to have maybe 2 or 3 different paragraphs, because if you can write one that's a certain angle if you're thinking, oh, I want to attract more like, university contacts, or if I want to attract people who are, within my family. You can write a few different paragraphs with a different scope and focus. Maybe not 10 paragraphs, but maybe keep it to 3. And are we still, Gail, asking for certain email contacts?
From email contacts?
From the community advocates, if they have, no, okay.
If you want, this is what I'm going to do, because we don't want to steal your contacts, it's your private contacts. But what I'm going to do, for example, with our board of director, Jean-Pierre Cubizol, he's got a huge list of contacts in Geneva. And he wanted to give it to us. And I said, no, it's your contacts, but we'll write an email together. So we're signing the email together. So if you want, I can sign the email with you, especially for the private sector, if you have contacts, if you have lists that you took from other jobs. Or now, as I said, in terms of RGPD, we can only do this once without the agreements for people to receive this email. If we know them, we can write to them, it's fine. If you have a big mailing list, we're going to pay for Mail in Blue. So if you want to share your list with us, and so that we pay, we can go and do it on Mail in Blue, and then sign the message with you. Because it's not that hard, that easy to send out a lot of emails. We've had this problem in the past to crash the whole system because we sent out too many emails. So we use Mail in Blue. Mail in Blue, actually, you're allowed to have 300 messages per day. We just, it's very easy to set it up. In the email, I'll put the link, Mail in Blue. Because 300 emails, free emails per day, and it's okay. Now, whose turn is it? We're getting to the end. Nadine.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Nadine Hakizimana. I didn't get to interact too much with everyone, unfortunately, but I think from here onwards we will. So I'm actually in charge of the content side of social media. So I'm sure you've seen our social media, the content we produce. I've seen some of you have liked our posts and followed us. Thank you so much. So I encourage everybody to jump on board, like every single piece of content we publish, follow us, and even leave a comment if you can. So yeah, and during the conference, I was so amazed to see everybody's posts. It was really amazing. So I saw a lot of people were really, really interested in and really produced such beautiful designs. So I think we will be contacting some of you to help us with social media. So, and also if any of you are interested, just let us know. You know, if you're interested in social media, if you have interesting ideas of content we can produce, maybe videos, you know, videos. Actually, I think that's what we need. We really need a lot of videos. So if you have any content ideas, please share them with me. And yeah.
I have a video content idea. Jose Garcia Ulerio. Who shared this video with us? Stephanie.
I had a bit of not a stalk, maybe it was a stalk of your LinkedIn profile, and I found that incredible video.
My God, we are so lucky to have Jose on board. My God, you guys don't know, but you'll see. Whew. He is a star. My God. So he's a doctor. Do you want to start? Okay. Well, Anna, do you want to say what we'll do, and then let's start with Jose.
Okay. Can you? Oh, is my mic? Yeah, my mic's fine. So now it's kind of over to everyone else. So we're going to invite you to present yourself for 1 minute, and then once everyone's introduced themselves, we'll ask you to answer the following question for about 2 to 3 minutes. So the question is, what do you think Connect Aid can do to get more donations for our partners this Christmas? And we can start with Jose.
So Jose, if we cut you and if we talk, it doesn't count in the 1 minute, because we're going to cut to Jose, because my God, we were so amazed when we saw the video.
Oh boy,
we did it.
You guys.
It was so well done. And we have to share it with you guys, but we have to share it with the world.
Oh no, so, yeah. Oh my God, no, you guys did it with me.
So yeah, so 1 minute, introduce yourself, well done, and then we'll come around again and we'll do the answering this question. So you have time to think about what you want to say. Now, Jose, your turn.
Okay. So so my name is Jose. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure to be part of this amazing community. And I'm looking forward to work with all of you, and also to find, I think it's very, very interesting, and something that I'm looking very eagerly is to find like our place in all these, you know. I mean, I've seen, in my case, I'm a medical doctor, but I also see people with other backgrounds, and I think it's very interesting, and I think that together we can do something really, really amazing. So I'm a medical doctor, as I say. I have experience in the field. I spent a year in remote Kenya, in a medical facility, as well as I went to Sudan, which was another hospital, but this one was much more difficult because it was a post-conflict area. And here I spent 4 to 5 months in Sudan, and that was quite intense. Basically, I will say that my experience or the things that I can bring to Connect Aid they come from the field. They come from this experience that I'd love to share with you. I think some perspective of the things that you can see on the field, and that I think Connect Aid and each of us, we are all working for this, you know, for the people on the ground. So I think that I'm really looking forward to connect our work with the people on the ground. That's something that I'm looking forward to through Connect Aid. So thank you for having me.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you. We'll share your video. Do you mind if we share your video with the rest of the group? Who did it? Who did this amazing video of you? Because yeah, it's like a dream video of people on the ground, and you know, doctors helping children, and wow, who did it? Who did this video?
So let me see. Okay, so the NGO that I work with on the ground is an American based in New York. It's called CMMB. And they were the ones who sent me to the field. I worked with them in the at the headquarters first, but then they sent me to the field, and yeah, I don't know what they saw in me, but yeah, they found a way to do this.
Wow. Congratulations. Well, we found the same in you, and you're in the group.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Now, who's next, and who is the one after?
Britta, I think. Is Britta here? Oh, I think she left. I guess we can go to Rachel. And then Karana.
She's there, Britta.
Okay, well, we'll do Britta afterwards. Rachel and then Karana. Rachel, your turn.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the morning, late day, whatever. Pardon me, I look super crazy and I have no voice. I have also been crashing on my final my final paper on the Everglades here in Florida, which is a UNESCO site. So I highly, let you know to learn about the Everglades, and it's the biggest subtropical region in North America, and the problems we're having with water management and the important ecosystem here. So my background, Jose, so nice to meet you. So nice to meet everyone who I haven't heard from yet, but I have seen on social media. So I kind of have started from the top down. I worked in politics kind of up here and slowly worked my way down. So have worked for the Vice President-elect, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Vice President-elect Biden, President Obama. I was a specialist in the Senate and gubernatorial campaigns. I would recruit women and diverse women across the country to run for office and train them how to raise money and put their staffs together and their financial systems. So you'll always hear me as the North Star in terms of money. Communications is kind of second to me, but I love distilling down your ideas into talking points that's accessible for donors. And so now I work for Feeding America, Feeding South Florida. So those food lines you're seeing in America that you may have not seen before in a humanitarian sense, the way you see in other really impoverished countries, those lines in the cars, are kind of that, I'm a part of that network that's happening in the US. And so in terms of money, I would encourage folks as for this holiday season, right, there is so much competition. This lack of voice is me, giving as much energy to anyone who calls me, advocating for the organization I work for. So right now it's difficult for me to ask other people that I know for certain things outside of, posting and things of that nature. But what I intend to do is kind of think through what I can do in the grassroots and momentum space, and small donors, which are important. I think of them as the pillars of the organization because they're going to give and they're going to give again and give again, because those larger donors are going to come and go at certain times. So Gail, if you don't mind me, what I'm going to think through over the next week, 2 weeks, kind of put through what the team can maybe at some point look at in terms of like major donors. And the way that I think of major donors are like 1,000, this is US dollars, sorry, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000, 50, and then six figures. It's kind of how it goes, and break it down, kind of do some research on companies, individuals, individual foundations, and whatnot, because those deserve kind of more of like a background. Those deserves more of like a phone call, then a follow-up email, right? And so as you're going through your list, really maybe isolating those one or two you think might deserve a phone call from you, might raise to the level of Gael or someone else, or even if you have an idea of something, putting it maybe in a document, that we can kind of share, that deserves a little bit of research and background for the organization. So those are my thoughts. I'm super excited. I know I'm talking really fast because I know you said 1 minute and I'm over that. But if anybody has any questions, I'm always going to be about the money because that's key to to success. And so for what everyone is going to be doing on the ground and communications in respective way to make a difference. So I'm super honored and proud to be a part of this, and you all inspire me. Thank you.
Thank you. That's great that you started also the second answer, but because this is so much your field, so, but you're the only one allowed to do that. Everybody else will just do about them, and then we'll come back to the brainstorming and the debates. And so now, Constancia? Nope.
Corinna? Can we have Corinna?
I think Constancia.
Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Can we have your video on?
Yes, of course. Let me see if I can get this.
Yeah, perfect.
Hi there. How are you guys doing today?
Good, good. Tell us, who are you, Constancia? Where?
I'm in Portugal.
Okay.
I'm in Portugal. Right now I'm working from home, of course, as many people. Well, I hope you guys are doing great. I just had to say something about the conference. It was amazing. It was crazy. I loved it. I loved every single bit of it. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for providing me that opportunity. I'm sure like has many other advocates, like it's, well, it was a great opportunity to actually see it from inside, not just as a participant, not just like as a guest, but like as a participant as well. And it was really, really cool. Thank you so much. About myself, I usually work with education, human rights education, because I believe that awareness is the first step to actually start realizing what is around you and what is exactly that you deserve as a human being. So yes, that's why I like it. That's why I do that. Well, I don't have much to say about me. I'm not that interesting like you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure if I should say something about the second question already.
No.
Or later.
Later. Okay. We'll come back later.
Yes, I'm happy to be here, guys, and I'm listening to everything.
Welcome on board. This is great. Who's next?
Can we have Melissa? Because I did ask before, but like people move around so much that it's like I don't know. But yeah, Melissa.
Hello. Yeah, my mic is on. Hello, I'm Melissa. For those of you who've interacted already, I think you see me as Brita Melissa, but as I've sort of explained to the management team, I'm aware that Brita is a US company. It's also a very ancient, typical Norwegian name. So actually outside Norway, I always use my middle name, Melissa. So, but please feel free to use whatever. I have a background in political science and communications, which I hope to bring to Connect Aid. And other than that, I'm passionate about sustainable travel, international human rights framework, community advocacy in general. And I also strongly believe in how individuals and organizations can make a difference. Should I also answer the first the question?
Just introductions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's great. That's great because we're now more respecting the 1 minute. Go ahead, Anna. Who else?
Corinna.
Corinna.
Hi. I'm Karina.
Karina, sorry.
Okay. And sorry, I like get nervous when I talk about myself a little bit. But I'm a master's student in Geneva, and I'm studying anthropology and sociology. I was working in DC for 2 years before, and interning as well. And then, but before that, I was an undergrad in Memphis, and I studied political science. So I kind of made my way to international development, and yeah, so I really like the goal of Connect Aid. I'm really like I love the sustainable development aspects and especially working with children and families. I know that's a big goal as well. And yeah, I don't know, that's mainly it. So
thank you so much. Yeah. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Katia?
Yes, hi, hello. Yeah, nice to meet you all. And thanks for the conference, of course. Yeah, it was a great experience. And yeah, I previously participated in this conference in London, but it was just in the beginning, and it was 2015, and it was more academic conference. And now this one, it was very practical, I think, and sometimes very technical. So sometimes I couldn't even follow like about the technical things, but it was great. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, about myself. Well, my first background is in interpreting, and I was working a lot with Latin America, and I was also working like 7 years for government of Russia. I'm Russian one. And yeah, and so like I was involved. I was working for public sector, for General Prosecutor Ministry, and for Olympic Committee, and then I started working for the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and I'm a big fan of foreign politics. That's why later I continued my master in European politics, and recently I also got a master in international relations. And so I would like to connect probably like there people who has opportunities and those who doesn't have them, because I was living also in Brazil 3 years, and I was traveling like to favelas quite a lot of times. And when you go back from favela to Brasilia, to the capital of Brazil, and you are like with powerful people, because my husband is a Brazilian diplomat, and you are between all those ambassadors, and you see them talking about politics without mentioning the most important, you know, that like those people to whom we can help really a lot. And well, I would like to be that link probably, and I found this link in Connected Aid. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Nicola?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely. So my name is Nicolas. I'm half Swiss, half Spanish. As you can guess from my lovely accent, my native language is French. I'm speaking to you from Geneva. I'm a last year student in international business management. And then I want to go for humanitarian development. I'm also part-time interning at the International Telecommunication Union, so the UN agency for ICTs. That's where I got to know about Connect Aid.
Really?
Yeah, during the WASIS conference this summer.
That's true, with the WMO. Oh, really? Yeah. You were there? Okay, great.
Yeah, but by total chance or yeah. And yeah, I really love when people come together to achieve change, and I think that's what we're doing in this group. So I'm really happy to be part of it. Nice.
Great. What a nice coincidence. I was wondering, I never had any feedback from this conference with WMO and ITU, and then you are the feedback. You are you're the flower that came out of it. That's cool, really cool.
Anthony?
Anthony.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's 3 p.m. in Nairobi, Kenya. So I'm Kenyan, and I currently live in Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm happy to connect. My educational background is in mass communication, specifically in public relations, strategy communication and administration, with interest in sustainability and social impact. So I'm happy to meet all of you, and I look forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Manon?
Hello, my name is Manon, I'm 21, and now I'm in the Alps in France. And I used to be a video maker, but these years I've chosen to focus on things more important than events, such as sustainable development, because when I went in Tanzania in January, I was really shocked by the level of poverty, all the pollution on the beach. So it's time to act. So working with you is a great opportunity and an honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Manon, and thank you for all the designs that you did with Isa. Isa should be next, maybe.
Okay, Isa?
Isa or Isa?
I think it's Isa.
Isa?
Hello. Apologies if we pronounce names wrong.
How do we say your name?
Isa.
Isa? Isa.
Yeah, Isa. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet all of you. I'm Isa. I'm from the Philippines, but now I'm based in Switzerland. I've been here since for like 3 years. My background is communication and business. I also had a short stint in government in the Philippines. So I was part of 2 presidential campaigns. One succeeded and one failed. In the one that succeeded, so I served as the former Philippine president, emphasis on former, as part of his communication and speech writing team. And then I was focused mainly on public-private partnerships, and also a lot of campaigns on social media, as our goal, of course, was the satisfaction survey of the former president. And then I decided to explore the world of business. So I joined McKinsey. It's one of the top global management firms in the world. So I joined McKinsey and decided to, I also continued the same public-private partnerships. I was very passionate about it, so I continued the same projects, particularly for disaster relief, response, and rehabilitation. The biggest super typhoons hit the Philippines every year. And we're one of the first to have super typhoons, for example. And so afterwards, I continued my studies in Switzerland and took a bit of a sabbatical from government work and public sector work. I've been focused on small businesses in Philippines and Switzerland. But now I saw ConnectAid, and it reminded me of one of the projects that I was very, very passionate about as well. We had a platform that would gather all of the efforts during the super typhoon, and people could track what the government was doing with the money that was being given by other countries and private organizations. And corruption is a big thing in the Philippines until now. So it was one of those projects that I supported. And then, well, now it's gone, but it worked really well at the time. And this, and ConnectAid reminded me of that. And this is why I was very attracted and excited to be a part of it as well.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Wow, we have amazing people, right? Guys, it's really, really nice.
So amazing. We're so excited. It's so incredible, the diversity. Like we hoped that these are the applicants that we would get, but we had no idea who would apply for this. So this is so exciting.
And 2 people into politics. that's a surprise. I was just thinking about, I'm just taking a little break in between, that some of you are in Geneva right now. Like I live not that far away from Geneva, in between Annecy and Geneva. So where are you, Manon, again?
Right now, I'm in Thônes, near La Clusaz.
Okay, really, that's where I was. I was raised there until the age of 6. This village called Le Sapet, which is on top of the mountains. Yeah. Okay. And so, but you know, eventually we could, those who are here. So I'm not that available, to be honest, but I really encourage you guys to meet, you know, for coffee, and, you know, to have like a party in Geneva whenever we can. You know, we don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping that in 2 months we'll be able to go out for coffee or something. So that would be, yeah, I would love, I'm not sure I'll be able to come, but if you guys could meet and you know, really start relationships among yourself, becoming friends and colleagues, and wow, that would be great. Who's next, Anna?
Eleni.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Eleni. I am 25 years old. I did my undergrad in political science and international relations. And through my internship during my undergrad, I was like in an NGO. And from this, I met other NGOs, and then I became a volunteer. So I realized that what I want to do is to work in an NGO, and the best way to do it is to do a master's that is most related to social issues. So then I moved into the development sector. I did my master's. I'm a recent graduate of international social development. And you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, now I really want to actively contribute to the humanitarian sector, and this is a way to do it from ConnectAid. And it's true that I don't say it just to say it, but it's true that the more things that I do and the more I meet the ConnectAid team, the more willing I feel and motivated to contribute more and more. And it's really nice, because it's how you feel. It's that you want to give more and more and to share more and more things with these people. And of course, I would like to meet all the team step by step.
Great.
That is so beautiful to hear, Eleni, thank you. And I think like all of us who are part of the internal team, like I never imagined that I would be here 1 year later, Gail. When I started, it wasn't a 1 year's contract. And even tonight, every time I have a call, I say I only can do 15 minutes because it's so late, but I never stay just 15 minutes. And it's because you all inspire me so much. Everyone, not just the internal team, you guys, it's so great to meet you. Sorry to interrupt, I just had to say that.
I finished, so.
Awesome. Who else do we have?
Tamar? Tamar? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah, I can. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Taimur Siddiqui from Pakistan. I've done my bachelor's in English language and literature. Besides this, for last 5 years, I have been working and volunteering with many national and international organizations. For last 3 years, I've been working with United Nations Development Program as a national youth volunteer on civic education. Then I worked as a youth field monitor. So for last 5 years, I've been engaged with the development sector. Being from a country that is developing, so we find a lot of opportunities to work for the humanitarian sector. And right now, being with you people, it's like having a lot of connections internationally. So I found it a great opportunity to be the part of this community advocate program. So I applied for it. And right now I'm with you people. That's it from my side.
Thank you. Too bad we couldn't see your video. So next time.
Should I also mention just quickly how Time Will connected with Barbara? If people didn't see that. I mean, I don't know if everyone was part of that session, but Time Will, you do so much grassroots activism, and you've been doing it for years, and then you took the confidence to speak directly with Barbara Ryan during the session, and she gave you an email contact for someone who's very high up in Pakistan. Was it in the government, a government contact, I think? That was amazing. That was one of my highlights of the whole conference. I couldn't believe how, that was like partnership in action. That was incredible.
Okay. I think we have 3 more. So, Tafim?
Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So, my name is Tafim Hussain. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Bangladesh, but I've been living in Australia for the last 5.5 years. So I've done my bachelor degree in humanitarian and community studies. So it was I didn't intend to do this course before. I came here to do accounting, but always had this, thinking that I should do something for people. And I basically ditched my family's wish. They always wanted me to be an accountant, but then I said, no, I need to do something for people. So I switched my course, and I thought this is the best way to serve people. If I do this course, maybe this will give me a career in the field of humanitarian. And well, I graduated this year, and luckily Stephanie was my classmate in some of the courses, so I've met her before as well. And yes, that's all about me. And I'm very happy to meet everyone of you. It feels like I'm still a newbie in such experienced people in this field, so I'm very lucky. I could learn a lot from all of you, and I'm looking forward to work along with you as a community advocate for Connected. Thank you.
Great. Who's next? Katrine? There's no video or mic. So.
No, it's not.
No? Solomon?
Oh. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you put your video on?
Hello? Yes, it's on.
It's on. No,
can you see me now?
No.
Hello?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
We can just hear you. Go ahead.
Video is,
yeah, I think it's better to
video
turn off the video.
On. Okay. Okay, I'm Solomon from Ethiopia. Neighbor with Anthony. He's from Kenya. And I'm very happy to be part of this team. And from telling you my background, I've graduated in psychology and pursuing my master's in social work. Most of my experience is in humanitarian setting. I worked with UNICEF, UNHCR, Save the Children in humanitarian response. Quite expert in the area of child protection, SGBV, mental health, and overall emergency response program management. And very lucky and happy to be connected with you all, and very nice background is to put together, to bring an impact as a connected, and I'm happy to contribute my part. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hold on. So there's Katya. I think it's Katya Sefarina. She just sent a text, a WhatsApp message.
Oh yeah,
hello,
I just got in. Yeah, it's okay.
It's you. Okay, yeah. Because you could only come at 2 o'clock. How are you?
Yeah. Good. I just finished teaching. Thank you for asking.
Great. Let's do someone else so that you can catch up. We're all introducing each other. So Anna, who else do we have? Solomon. It was very nice to talk to you. The sound was, we heard most of what you said, but your sound was a little bit like a robot voice. I hope next time we'll get to hear more of you, but it's a bit difficult with maybe your connection is not the best at the moment. Oh, now we can see your face, Solomon. Do you want to just say a word?
Yes, thank you. I think the connection is quite bad here. I don't know what happened today. Nice to meet you all, and I'm happy to be part of this team and inspired with what you have been doing and overall communication, chatting, posting on our LinkedIn, and it is very nice, to bring up our visibility and being working with the UN agencies, Save the Children, and also I've been working with different donors like BPRM, USAID, European Union, for this emergency response for South Sudanese refugees in Ethiopia, and
I think we'll stop again, Solomon. At least we could see you, so that's really nice. We know how you look like, but again, the sound wasn't the best.
when disconnected.
It's all right. Another time. Nice to meet you, Solomon. Anna?
Okay. Yeah, Katrine is the last person.
Okay. So. Katrine.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm late. So actually I have to work like every week during this exact time. So last week I actually like told my boss to that I can't make it, but I think now like I can't really say that again because I just said it like last week. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what should I say? Like introduction?
Just to introduce who you are and where you are.
Okay.
You for a couple minutes.
Okay, so my name is Catherine. I'm a master's student. Yeah, I'm still a student, so I'm like learning a lot in this community, and like I'm inspired by most of the members here actually. And yeah, I'm based in Lausanne. I'm studying in University of Lausanne. I'm doing Master of Environmental Science, more specifically in natural hazard and risk. So that's why I think SDGs cover that as well. That's why I'm really interested in ConnectAid. And yeah, it's really pleasant to be a part of this wonderful team. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we're going to do like we just want to have like a sort of debate, or anybody can jump in. We don't need, it doesn't have to be 1 minute, 3 minutes. And so the theme of the debate is how, in your opinion, how do you think we can make people understand that? Okay, let me just explain very quickly. Right now, what happens with donations is that with COVID, many people are not going outside, not going to the restaurants, not spending money on gasoline. But if you think of it, well, so they are saving money, but they're also donating a lot less, and that's internationally. Internationally, right now, we have something like that. I think they did a survey. It's something like 30% of donations that are less than last year. But it's quite huge. And if you think of all the governments that are spending so much money on COVID, they stop giving the money, even though they pledged that they were going to give money to nonprofits. They're not respecting their pledge. A lot of nonprofits are closing down. The needs have never been that huge. Then, I mean, not because of COVID itself, because of the economic impact of COVID, because of the lockdown in some places. I mean, who in the world, who can stay days in lockdown without working, and who can eat, you know? Like, how many families, especially I'm thinking about India, for example, where they made the people stay at home, but if they don't work, they don't eat. So what's better, you know? So they were going outside in the street, and some of them were being beaten up by the police because they were going outside whenever they just wanted to get some food. So we're going through a major crisis internationally, and not everybody have this international mind. Many people think, which is understandable, and I can't judge, I'm sorry. It's just, it's normal to want to help your neighbors first. But I think we're forgetting the international aid. So local donations get a lot at the moment, which is great because there are huge needs, but we shouldn't forget international donations as well. So how can, the question is, and the debate that I'd like to have is, how can we make people understand that they need to donate to nonprofits now, and Connect8 offers them a choice of nonprofits that are vetted, that are really doing great work on the ground. So yeah, so what are your thoughts, and who wants to go first? You all get to talk, so.
Just quickly, I will have to duck out because
sure,
it's quite late here, but I will watch the end of the recording. I'm really excited to hear all of your responses.
Same for you, Nadine. So. You have to go. You have a meeting as well. All right. Bye-bye, Stephanie. Bye, Nadine.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. It was a pleasure meeting everyone.
It was so lovely to meet you all.
So, for example, Jose, I'd be very interesting to know your inputs from what you've seen in the field, and how you think we can move people so that they realize the importance of giving and solidarity.
Yes. So from my experience, I believe many people has not been exposed to realities on the field, and I think I think it was Manon that talked about her trip to Tanzania, that she was shocked. As well, I was shocked to see the conditions of people after war in Sudan or in the remote Kenya. So I think there's a huge opportunity in this strategy to see how can we connect, how can we link the people at the offices or in the other, or with other backgrounds in developed countries to cities and to become part. I remember in one of, when I came back, I had to do a debrief in New York at the headquarters of this NGO, and one of the I think he was a partner, but he was being part of it, and he approached to me and he said, like, you know, I think it's so I mean, he was so grateful to that I shared with him the things that I saw on the field, because sometimes, like, there's a lot of people in their houses, in their realities, like very far away from these realities, that they want to support in one way or another, and they want to be part in one way or another. They just don't know how to. They just don't even know the reality, how it is actually. Some people, they are skeptics on the type of work we do, that we are helping, that we might be patronizing or colonizing. So there's a lot of I think stigmas and perceptions, and I believe that I don't know, I kind of believe in compassion. So I think that if there's a way that Connect8 can report more from the ground, like maybe making videos. Obviously we need funds for this, but maybe making videos, maybe showing more of the reality of the day-to-day life of these people on the ground. I think our message of solidarity, it will impact, because I think that's what people are looking for. I think that our type of work, it's rooted in our humanity. That's why it's called humanitarian action, I believe. So it is rooted. So I think that all of us, obviously, the unique techniques of communication, which I think that Connect8 is really good at it. So I think that that Connect8 has the tools. We just need to find a way to link a little bit more, maybe. But yeah.
Exactly. Jose, this is wonderful what you're saying. So if I were to, just to summarize, the first thing you said is maybe use a little bit of, I'll say it differently in communication jargon, is to use this, maybe our storytelling of those of us who are in the field, who have been in the field, to connect with people who haven't.
And exactly, I agree.
Exactly, yeah. So maybe, you know, we could interview you and, you know, use the video that you've done, and same for myself. Like, I'm not someone who really likes to be put in front, but I kind of had to, for Connect Data, I had to play the role. So, you know, to talk about my experience over and over and over again, because that's what people are interested in. And I think all of us, you know, you have gone through, you've done things in the field. Manon, you were talking about Tanzania, maybe, you know, talk about those experiences, and we need to use all the tools that exist. Now, in terms of going to showing the reality on the ground, that's exactly what we're going to do. We have Nadine. We already sent someone to Rwanda, who is one of the community advocates, but I'm not sure. I invited her, a Hindu, but she's working as a UN consultant at the same time. But I wanted to include her because she did go to Rwanda. Nadine is going to go to our project in South Africa. Alka is going to go to the project in Jaipur to meet with the street children that live in the train station and that go to this daycare center that we support. So we'll get, you know, so we already have 3 countries covered. And now we have more partners. And if, look at the website, look at Connect8 website. If you see that you're close to a country, or eventually, I don't know if we're stuck now with COVID, but if you happen to be traveling to one of those countries, you know, we don't have the funds to pay for the plane tickets, but if you happen to be there or to be sent on a mission there, you know, even if it's in 6 months, 1 year, come back to us and say, hey, I'm going to be in Haiti, and I could go for a day or half a day and just meet with them. And then report back, and that's what we need to do this as much as possible. It's not easy without funds, but I think through solidarity and through our connections, maybe you guys know someone who lives in one of the places where we have the projects, and so maybe we can send out this. We can ask this friend of yours, if you recommend this person, hey, would you be available for half a day to go there and be our eyes and ears for one afternoon? You know? Let's use your connections.
Yeah, and believe me, like I always wanted to go to Haiti. I went there like a couple of years back to the border, but I've seen, and I'm very attracted to this project you have on Haiti, actually, that I saw on the website. So yeah, I agree, and I think that I'm currently waiting for mission from MSF, maybe February. I'm hoping so. So count on me, you know. Like I really think it's something that I would love to do for sure. Yeah.
That's great.
I just want to quickly say that because of COVID and in my previous life, I have so many travel miles. So I would love to donate a trip. I have 130,000 miles. So I'd love to donate a trip to someone who wants to go into the field at some point, and I would host myself at some point for a trip. So I know not everyone's in that position, but I would like to do that today.
Wow, this is so kind of you, Rachel. All right, so we'll need to talk about this, because if we do have that, maybe we could do it as a reward thing. You know, maybe we could do like a little, not a competition, I hate competition, but something, because not everyone will be able to go, and yeah, maybe we could do something. And wow, this is so wonderful, Rachel. This is see the power of doing this together, you know, and the power of our relations, and we just need to be less shy and, you know, talk to people and ask, and when they realize that we do something for common good, for the right cause. No, like if you share by next week, just before Christmas, when you'll get to share with your friends, maybe this small email about Connect8. No one will say, you know, you're begging for money. No, you're actually doing something good. So giving, you get so much back from giving. giving, and I loved Rachel's quotes about us. You know, we are a network of givers, and we are. That's really who we are. So I loved your quotes. Who else wants to jump in?
Eleni wanted to talk next, I think.
Yeah, please. There's a way to
just in the chat. You can just ask, and then I'll let you on next.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, first of all, Rachel, thank you for this initiative. And even though I like a lot to travel and I would like to do it, I would leave another person to do it because I know that we are a lot, so everyone might want this opportunity. But also, Jose, I think that it was a nice idea, the one of the video, and this is what I thought before. But I was not thinking about the field, to be honest. I was thinking about making a video, all of us, maybe not all of us, like the people that they want, in order to explain some things about the organization, like a small video that everyone would like to click and watch it, and like to have a Christmas spirit, to motivate people to donate, and then to like all of us to share it here and there, to upload it on YouTube, and to have a link in order for the people that they want to donate to just do it really fast. So this is what I thought. I don't know if it's
a wonderful, wonderful idea. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's easy to film yourself with your phone, with your camera. We actually have a link I can share with you on how to film yourself with your screen, and then how to edit, stop, and I can share this with you. I used to do it for, I did it for another project, and the video would need to be less than 55 seconds so that it can go on Instagram, it can go, so that's wonderful. And then out of all those videos, we could create one with, you know, 1 sentence per each, you know, and maybe get some kids to talk as well and do something. So, you know, we would get someone, I think Alka may be the one in charge of this, since she's the video, and Manon as well, because Manon is so good with video. We could do something like a montage or collage with all of, that's a wonderful idea, Eleni. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who else?
Isa, do you want to talk?
Yeah, I just want to jump in as well. Going back to, Rachel mentioned something on the chat about messaging poems for different audience, and I really want to emphasize that one. Because when we create any content, though we have a lot of ideas of the tools we will use, video, something that you post online, a photo, a short statement, all of these things, there's already a lot of noise online, and not online. There's a lot of noise. So the point is not to waste any word, not to waste any visual, any second. So I wanted to emphasize the message. So in messaging, it's not easy to have, and it's not ideal to have a singular messaging for all, because the audience, they're different. Even those who are donors, they're all different. So I think that it's important to be clear and organized among each other before we start crafting, you know, our own messages, our own ideas, before we start writing, to be organized. Who is the audience? What do we know about this particular audience? What do we understand? How do we reach them? How come we cannot reach them? Because to get donors in the first place, to, you know, hit the ground running, especially for 2021, we need to really, Connect8 has to really increase the reach and relevance online. Everybody's online. The majority of the people are online. And to have a reach and relevance, the noise, you can call it noise, that the message that we make has to stand out, and it has to be relevant at the same time, so that people, when they think about humanitarian efforts, they think Connect8. Oh, I want to donate something. I've never donated before. They will think of Connect8. I'm from the Philippines. I don't know, you know, how to donate. It's Connect8. So it's also, you know, it's finding this way through to the hearts and minds of people, that when they think of helping, ConnectAid. How? ConnectAid. So how do we get to that point? So it's talking to them. And it's this way I think we should start at the core, which is how do we do the messaging? So that's all I wanted to add.
Amazing. You're really professional, Isa. Well, what we're going to do, I think, is we'll talk with you individually or in small groups where it will take us some time to see who is available when, in what continent, and in what language, in what field, but we really want to have little groups that work together. And so we'll contact you one by one. It might not be before Christmas for some of you. It might be right away for some others, because we really, we're already working over 10 hours a day, so we need help. But that's a great idea, Isa, and I think you have so much to contribute to, and all of you. Seriously, I just love this group, and I love but we need to continue a little more, but we can't spend too much of your time, because I'm loving it. I don't know about you, but if we talk for like 2-3 hours, you may not, it may be too much for you guys. So let's keep it for another 10 minutes maximum. Who else? Anna?
Yeah, if anyone wants to talk, feel free. Not everyone has to. So Melissa, do you want to say something?
Yeah, just very quick on Isa and Eleni's input on video making. I think it's a great idea, because videos, it's always a common thread that's lacking in organization, on profiling on social media. But with using ourselves as contributors in this video, I just wanted to say that instead of wishing a happy Christmas or something in general about ConnectAid, how about talking from our approach what ConnectAid means to us, because then you're representing diversity towards donors, and then you're gathering sort of a bigger crowd of viewers and followers possibly. So just very quick.
Yeah. So let's put together a little group. There will be many. We have lots of ideas, and we don't want to start telling you now what kind of groups we'll have, but it's true that Christmas is coming so soon. So we have this email that we need to do at the latest next Tuesday. But it shouldn't take so much time to put together this video idea. So maybe, Eleni, Melissa, Isa, Manon is also excellent with videos. You could get together to brainstorm, and then kind of take this group and this the coordination of this, and then ask everyone to do this 1 minute, and then you can post it online. And then the best videos, we won't be able to post all of your videos on our social media, but we'll use the best ones. And then also, as I said, we could create a combination of small, either we write a script and everybody says a sentence, and we can even ask children to say it just one sentence. So it could be, saying out loud, or going like, whispering. So it works really well when you had like one sentence whispering. It works well to really emphasize what you want to say in the video. But yeah, Christmas is next week. So if you guys are free, we'll if you want, if all those who want to do this 1 minute video, that would be wonderful to do this before Christmas. And I think that's true. Isa, what Isa was saying, we need to have a sort of plan. I think the audience really is, everyone will talk to their contacts. So everyone has their audience, and then gathering all the videos, then we'll really be able to get quotes, or if it doesn't work, we'll ask you again. Okay, it was really nice, but you said too many people said the same thing. We need this kind of sentence, and then we'll ask you to do it again. That would be wonderful. So we'll get in touch with you regarding this. Same for the social media. Any other idea on how you think we could really start the donation before Christmas? Because ConnectAid, as people love the idea. I mean, we received, right after the conference, we received so many emails, and for the past year, every day I receive like compliments from like, this is such a great idea. But in terms of donations, it's not there. It's really not there. We have eventually sometimes here 25 euros, but it's not making an impact so far because we're just starting. So yeah. Any other idea?
Karina, oh, sorry. Yeah, Karina said in chat about Facebook campaigns, and I think those are really good, but they do take 5% cut, I think, and that's not.
Yeah, but Facebook campaigns, it's different. We're not going to do a Facebook campaign for each NGO, and we can't do a Facebook campaign for us because we don't get, the funds don't go through us. So but we could have like the best posts that work best. We could eventually pay, I mean, I'll pay out of my pocket, but to promote them, you know, for the ads, for if someone is good at this, you know, I've only done it once to pay for Facebook because you need to target your audience really well. And so that's eventually something that we could do by the end of next week, you know, so yeah. So here is your task for this week. Write this paragraph. So 3 audiences: your friends, your colleagues, your professional world, and eventually also we need ideas for the business sector. So you are imagine you're sending an email to enterprises around you. What would you say in a brief message about ConnectAid? There's a lot of information on the site. There's a Q&A. There's we also put on the Google Drive lots of documents. We have brochures and lots of communication materials, but we need ideas on what to say for this next week mailing. Then the second thing is to start working on this video with ideas of what you could say for a 55-second video that you will post online, and that you will send to us and that we'll use. And the third thing I forgot. There was something else. I forgot the third. So, Catherine, did you want to say something else?
No, I just, yeah, may I say?
Yeah,
yeah, for this video, because I have a very good friend of mine. He's a Brazilian, and he's working for short projects at UNDP. And for instance, now he's in Dakar, but he's frequently travel like to Somalia, Ethiopia, you know, maybe, and I will have a meeting with them tomorrow. Like through, yeah, we share some information. He's a colleague of mine from Diplomatic Academy, and maybe he could contribute with those videos because he loves to make photos, and yeah, photos are really impressive and make, you know, like provoke our feelings, I think. And maybe I could ask him to contribute with those videos really in those vulnerable regions where he goes to, because he's responsible also for the contributions of food and those kind of things.
That's awesome. That's such a great idea. But that wouldn't be for this week. We can't do it all in 1 week. But Alka, Nadine will go to the field and they will film. Okay, well, maybe with it may just be with their phone, but that's still something. And we have very good photos from all the projects. So that's something, another project that we could do, you know, use real photos from beneficiaries and, you know, so that it shows, yeah, that's a great idea. That's really a great idea. I think the montage that about our video, I think we can probably do it. It's not that hard. Anyway, the quality won't be that great. It's just cell phone videos. But yeah, that's a great idea. It's really nice. I think if you don't mind, every week, maybe next time we'll do it shorter, but we'll have a brainstorming like this because it's really it's wonderful. Maybe we could post the question in advance so that we can all start thinking and then we take action. All right, so, oh yeah, and the third thing about that I wanted for you to do this week, yeah, is ideas of posts. Ideas of posts, because we need lots of posts. We are going to try to take a break for Christmas. And so if we can post, you know, we use Hootsuite to schedule our posts, or just scheduling posts on Facebook, but ideas of posts, and then we'll use them, because we're really lacking time, especially with all the partnership requests. And on Friday we have a meeting with all the partners, the nonprofit partners. So this idea, we'll film it and we'll share the video with you. The idea is, so we're creating a community together of change makers and whatever we can do to accelerate solidarity and everything. But the point is also to create a community amongst the nonprofits that are joining the platform. So we are introducing them to each other, and we want to make them understand that together we can make a lot more impact than if they were all doing their little job on their own, and that, you know, it benefits everyone to communicate all together and to look for our donors together. And it's okay if the donors switch from one project to another. Anyway, people switch all the time. So let's give them the opportunity to follow, to at one point be into climate change, and then another point be into children in orphanages. So anybody else? I think we're gonna end this meeting really soon. So Stephanie is doing another meeting this week with those who couldn't attend. I think it's on Thursday or Friday. Well, thank you so much. We'll reach out individually with some of you. Think of those 3 tasks. We'll send you an email, and then let's all meet on also on Facebook, and let's share about our personal life as well. I think that the great thing about this community that we're creating is this, you know, we're so international, and there's so much, you know, share about your countries. I'd love to see pictures of Ethiopia, of, or, you know, Samoa later, or, you know, let's get to know each other also in a more personal way, and through this Facebook group. All right. So I think Anna, do you wanna end this meeting?
Sure. Well, thank you so much for coming. We really liked hearing from you. I'm going to stop the recording now.